Whew. And that is deadlifts. It is currently 12:29. Yeah. As you saw, I worked at the 365. Not gonna lie, I was pretty damn nervous to pull it because after my very first set, my lower back was pumped as shit, and I haven't. Well, I don't want to say I don't know why. It was literally because I was pulling with my lower back. I wasn't taking my time, you know, and using leverage to get the weight up. I was just muscling it up with the wrong muscles. So, yeah, so tightened it up a little bit the next few sets and pretty much the rest of the workout. Felt good. And yeah, so fitness tip for today. I had a good one too. I had a good one. All right, so I'll just go. I'll go with this one because this one has been on my mind for a little while. Utilize your coach. Like, okay, if you're gonna take your time out and your money out to look for and hire and pay a coach to do your programming, do your workouts, help you with your nutrition, your recovery, things of that nature, follow what they tell you to do until it don't work no more. I see a lot of times where people will halfway follow what their coach told them to do and be surprised at the results they get from that. But it's kind of like I say, you're basically a science experiment. That's literally all this is. It's a science experiment. You have a theory on something, you test it out, you know what I'm saying? You look at certain variables and then you get a result. Once you get the result, it's either what you had a theory about or it's not. And then you go back and you adjust and you look at what you found and then you try it again. And you keep trying it until you either flat out discover that your theory was completely wrong or you prove your theory right. That's kind of really all this is. It's a bunch of trial and error when it comes to supplements and things like that. At the end of the day, you're not gonna know what works for you until you try it. Every body is different. Not everybody's different, as in every single person. Every body is different. So you could have two twins, right? Or you could have twins. And you could give them both the same supplement. One might put on 20 pounds of muscle, the other one might not have nothing happen. Even though they're twins, even though they have the same chromosomes, the same genetic makeup, basically, for the most part, it's identical. I'm talking about identical twins. And, you know, for whatever reason, stuff works for one and don't work for the other one. For whatever reason, one is bigger than the other one. If you look at 90%, like, well, I ain't gonna say 90% because I don't know what the actual ratio is, but 90% of the twins that I know, there was always a bigger one and a smaller one. Not necessarily that they were just like night and day different big, but that's usually how I would tell them apart, is who was bigger. But, you know, everybody is different, man. Every single body is different. So you're not gonna know unless you try. And if your coach is giving you the instruction and you're not following it, then it's like you testing out a theory, but you taking a whole big chunk of the variable out of it. You know what I mean? Like you're not really testing the theory of, can this coach or trainer or fitness professional, you know what I'm saying, whatever category they fall under, can they get me in shape? Can they get me to this total on powerlifting? Can they get me to this level of leanness? Can they get me to win this show or place good in this show? Can they get me to a pro card? Can they get me down 50, 60, 100 pounds? Can they get me up 20, 30, 40 pounds? Can they get me shredded for the summer? You know what I'm saying? Like this is your theory, right? Well, that's your question, and then your theory is that they can, but you don't even listen to what they're telling you to do. You know what I mean? Like I've looked at it with, I'll use myself as an example. I won't actually say nothing, like I won't actually speak on like clients that may or may not have listened or whatever. But I will say this: things that I see in myself that I know need to be better, should be better, could be better, I wish was better, whatever the case may be. I know exactly why they're not. I'm not listening to what I know I need to do. Still anti-cardio and anti sit-ups. That's still me. That's still me. You know what I mean? Like I'm a lot better with it. I will say that. Like it's to the point where it's like probably, I think I probably like at least 10 to 15 times a month. I'll do cardio and some type of, probably 15 times would be the cardio side of it. I'll do some cardio in the month, and 10 times is like anything with my core. But I am getting better. It used to be none for the whole year or years. So, but I say that to say, the fact that I don't really do abs, I don't do core work, and I don't do cardio, I know exactly why I have a dad belly. You know what I mean? Like, for my frame, my stomach is pretty big. Like, it pokes out pretty far. It sticks out farther than my chest, which sucks, but I mean, it's not like I'm gonna lose no sleep over it. I mean, at the end of the day, it's what I notice. Like, I really don't care what I look like, honestly. For the most part, I just try and at least, get to the best version of what I can be. But with that being said, I'm not finna lose no sleep over the fact that I put on some weight, I lost some weight, I weigh this now when I used to weigh this, I look like this now when I used to look like that. I mean, I really don't let stuff like that get to me, because I know whose responsibility it is to change that. It's the person that I'm looking at in the mirror. Like, that's whose responsibility it is. So it doesn't make any sense to beat myself up over it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm my own coach for the majority of, my training. I won't, take all the credit for it, because I do talk to other coaches up here. I talk to Randy, I talk to Garrett, Robert, Jay, Brian. I talk to just different people in my circle about different things. And, I just listen to everything, and I try out whatever I feel like might work for me. And then, like I said, I go from there. But, if I don't listen to what they're telling me would work for this, that, and the third, and I'm not getting the result that I want, if I did listen to what they're telling me to do, I can't really be mad at nobody but myself. If you hired a coach and you paid them money to train you or get you ready for whatever you have going on, and you don't utilize them, that's nobody's fault but your own, and you're really doing both y'all a disservice, because you're wasting your time, their time, and your money. So, if you're gonna set out to hire a coach, and listen to what they got to say. You know what I mean? Like, listen to what they got to say and follow it, and give it your all. You know what I mean? Like, that's why one of the phrases of the motto, or one of the phrases that's part of the motto of the whole Soul Keeper Fit lifestyle is it's don't cheat. It's don't cheat and then get it done. So we'll talk about the don't cheat part of it today. And that really kind of goes with every aspect of whatever you're about to do, whatever you're embarking on, whatever your goal may be. Don't cheat. Don't cheat yourself out of, making every rep count. And I'll just use working out, for example. Don't cheat yourself out of making every rep count. Don't cheat your way through the workout. Don't hurry up and get to whatever the amount of reps you're supposed to do for that particular set. Whatever the amount of reps you're supposed to do in that set, don't just try and hurry up and get to that number. Like, if you have 15, don't try and just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't count to get to 15. Don't hurry up and get to 15. make every single one of those reps an actual quality rep, because you'll get more out of it. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Like to cheat, because at the end of the day, you cheating your trainer out of having a great specimen of a client, you know, a great representative or representation of what work he can do, you know what I mean, and his skills, because you do represent us. You cheating your family out of a better, healthier version of yourself. You're cheating your spouse out of that. You're cheating your friends out of that. You're cheating your job out of that. You know what I mean? But the number one person that you know what I mean, you don't want to cheat is yourself. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what you're going to do. Like, you're going to cheat yourself out of the best possible version of your life that you could be living, because you want to half-ass your workouts or half-ass study. You want to half-ass, put forth effort into your business or your job, and then be surprised when everybody else is passing you the fuck by. Like, stop cheating. Like, you cheat on your damn diet, or you know what I'm saying? I use diet very loosely. I mean, just whatever your nutritional plan is, you cheat on it. And then you be wondering why you look the same 6 months from now, a year from the day you started, 2 years down the road. Like, yeah, you get in the gym and, you know what I'm saying, you bust ass, but everybody does it. Like, just to be quite honest and very, very frank, 90% of people that work out in the gym on a continuous basis, like consistently, bust their ass in the gym. It's only a handful of them that bust their ass outside the gym, which is the main part that matters, because the ratio that I always give my clients is I have 2 hours with y'all in here. 2. Doesn't always end up being a 2-hour workout, but for the most part, my average is about 2 hours of a workout, right? It's 22 more hours that you're not gonna be in this gym. That's 11 times the amount of time that I have with you for you to go fuck up whatever the hell we just did. It's 24 hours a day. I only get you for 2. You have 22 more hours to go mess all of that up, and that includes sleep as well. So you're not sleeping like you should. You're not recovering like you should, and you're not putting in the nutrition that you need to fuel and recover from these workouts that we're doing here. Don't be surprised when you don't see no difference. That's really what you're working towards, is not seeing a difference. You're either working towards your goal or not. It's that simple. Either you're working towards getting better and getting closer to accomplishing your goal, or you're not. There is no in between. I don't believe in that whole, I don't do gray area, man. I'm a Libra. I'm hot or cold. Hot or cold, which one you gonna be? I don't mind which one ever you're gonna be, but just know, whenever you decide and whenever you show me what you are going to be, that is where you will stay, unless I decide to give you, the benefit of the doubt and move you around to a different, to a different understanding of who you are, or, what you bring to the table. Yeah, man, just, like I said, man, if you go get a coach, listen to him, and don't cheat. Don't cheat them, don't cheat yourself. Give it your all. It's really kind of that simple. It really is. Like, it boils down to those simple things. But that's why bodybuilders and fitness people, or fit people, healthy people, whatever you want to call it, that's why they look the way they look and you don't. And I hate to say it like that, but that's the reality of it. We have IFBB pros, big name fitness people that come in here and train all the time. They don't bring their own weights. They don't bring special machines to come in here and train. They touch the same shit that every other person in this gym touches. Touch the same weights, the same dumbbells, the same machines. They touch all of it. But the reason why they look different and look the way they do, and the average person looks the way they do, is because of what they're doing outside the gym. That's why. Ain't got nothing to do with what you lift in the herd. Because, they don't have to be the strongest person in the gym. I heard, I think it was Jay Cutler say that one time on Phil. He was one of the two. They was like, I don't have to bench 500 pounds. or 700 pounds. I just have to look like I do. That's really it. Like, if you look like you do, 90% of the time, nobody's gonna be walking around with a bench press to check and see, are you really as strong as you look? So, I mean, you know, it's not about that part. It's about everything they're doing outside the gym. You know, the diet, the rest, the recovery, the stretching, the chiropractors, the massage therapists, the physical therapists, you know, getting cupping done, needling, acupressure, acupuncture, what else? Scraping. Like, there's so many, you know what I mean? Like, there's so much in the world of recovery right now. It's ridiculous. It's just crazy to think that, you know, people are not taking advantage of all of these resources that they have as far as getting, you know, getting their training done. And then after that, you know, going to get recovered the proper way. But, you know, that's really all I got for y'all tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Jump in them comments. Let me know what you're talking about. Let me know any questions you have. Let me know any videos you want me to do. Anything you want me to go over. And, you know, if you want to meet up and come work out, let me know. Hit me up at Soul Keeper Fit on Instagram, at Soul Keeper Fit Apparel. And see you at the top. Huff out.